Hello everyone, this is me Arpita again. Welcome back to my channel. I will be talking about some of the really crucial points which you should keep in mind while you are communicating with someone and how we can improve our communication skills also. So the very first thing is, don't ask so many unnecessary questions. Let me describe this point. Let's say that you are meeting someone for the very first time, and at that time you are just asking questions one by one, then it would be like an interview. If you are just talking to someone, if you want the conversation to go ahead, have a conversation. It's not like that you are asking questions one by one and also asking unnecessary questions. Let's say that if you're talking to someone and that time if you're asking something, let that person reply first and you also say something related to that. You also answer whatever you have asked. Let's say that where are you from if you're asking, and that person is saying the place Rajasthan. You also say that yeah, I am from Mumbai. So like that it should happen. Without saying your part, don't ask that person another question. Let's say you have asked where are you from and that person has said Rajasthan, and next immediately don't ask another question like what do you do. You also answer that where you are from. Okay, then go to the other one. Another thing which you keep in mind, that don't ask unnecessary questions which is necessary, like which it is relevant to know. Let's say where are you from, what do you do. These things are okay, but don't ask unnecessary ones. What's your age? It's an unnecessary one, right? So if you're meeting someone for the first time, irrespective of the gender, don't ask age, because age doesn't matter. What you will do by knowing that person's age, right? So it is unnecessary. Number 2 point is, don't talk about your past. Yeah, if you're talking to someone at that point of time, if you're just sharing your past, like that place is not good because in that place what happened with me, this and that happened, so on and so forth, and you're continuing the thing. Yeah, don't go to that place because when I went, this and that happened. No one is interested so much to know about your past. Little bit you say, yeah, that place is not good because my personal experience is not nice, because I was not treated well in that place. That's it. No need to describe it in detail because everyone is busy in their lives. Okay, so don't describe so much. Third point is, don't shout. Why do we shout? We shout generally when we get angry, when we are not agreeing with another person's opinion, right? So opinions, when it clashes, then only we generally shout, right? But don't do that. That's immaturity. Let's say someone is saying something and that point you don't agree with that fact, and that time if you shout, if you raise your voice, it won't happen that time that person will be agreeing with you now. It won't happen, right? The opinions of that person would be same. That person won't be changing the opinion. So if you shout, it would make the situation worse. Agreeing with someone with any point, that time what you can do, you just listen to that person, listen that what that person is saying, then after that you come to a conclusion. Yeah, see, in this factor I don't agree, because then you say the reason. Don't shout, say it in a calm way only. First listen to the person, first listen what's the person's opinion, then you give your opinion by saying that I have a different point of view in this regard, then you continue. Number 4 is, communicate to share. Why do we communicate? Why communication skills is important? It's important so that I can also contribute something to another person with whom I am talking, and that person also can contribute something. That is by sharing. Let's say if I am talking to someone and I am sharing my things also. My things meaning my opinions, my thought processes. If I am sharing something, my opinion, other person is also sharing, then it's a communication, two-way. It should not be one way. If you're asking any question, let's say that what do you think about this place, and that person is saying something and you are not saying something, it's weird. It should be two-way. You also contribute something and other person also should contribute something. Then only it can be a good communication. Number 5 point is listening. Many people think that listening is what doesn't make a person good communicator. It's wrong, completely wrong. Having good communication skills doesn't mean that you would be blabbering all the time, you would be speaking non-stop, and that what makes you a good communicator. Speaking like fast, no, it's not the thing. If you are listening that person wholeheartedly, if you're listening properly, understanding that person, what that other person is saying, then also it makes you a good communicator. Not only that, it also shows that you're respecting other person by listening, and it shows that you are a genuine person too and you're interested to know that other person. So listening is really important. While you are listening, make sure that you little bit nod your head as well, little bit, not too much, but a little bit you nod your head and do eye contact, little bit eye contact, don't stare again, no need to do anything excess. If you do nodding also excess, then also it looks awkward. Similarly, eye contact also, maintain it and do it minimum. Number 6 point is honesty. Let's say if you are talking to me and that point of time I am just doing show by saying something unnatural things like I have this and that, and you know me, by seeing me you can understand it's not possible that I will be having those things. It is easily understandable by seeing that someone, right? If you see someone, it can be easily understandable for you that yeah, this person is doing show off or saying things genuinely. Be honest, and then the communication goes smoothly and it would be in a smooth way, right? So if you are just doing show off, and first point only the impression will be down for that other person, thinking yeah, this person is doing show off now. Number 7 is feel the other person. Yeah, whenever the other person is speaking something, feel the other person, what that person is saying, feeling. Example, if the other person is sharing something, any opinion or something related to any experience, have some kind of feeling, yeah, you can also connect, have that connection. Okay, so example that maybe if that person is talking about life, what is life, okay, and you try to feel that other person, yeah, I can connect with that other person. So if you have that connection, if you get the kind of connection by talking to other person, and if you feel the other person, then only the communication can be good. In the first part, at the starting I said don't ask unnecessary questions, right? Now at this point I will say 8 number point, ask questions, but those which make sense, sensible question ask. I told you already, don't ask like what's your age, that is completely unnecessary. Ask something necessary one, which makes you feel, and other person also should feel yeah, you're genuinely interested and you have genuine intentions. Ask questions. If you don't ask questions, then how the communication will go further, right? So ask but genuine ones. Smiling a bit makes the other person feel comfortable, right? So if you're talking to someone and that other person is giving a grumpy expression like, will you be interested? You will be not at all interested, because the spark is not there, right? You will be not excited to talk to that person. So smile a bit, but depending on the situation again. If that person is saying something which is sad, right, about sad events, then that time if you smile, then the other person would think that you are criticizing. So depending on the situation. Yeah. 10th point is important, most important one, which is remember all the details of that person. If you have talked to that other person a week ago and that person has shared some things, let's say where does that person live, what does that person do, things like that, the basic details, and if you forget next time, so it won't be good. Imagine after a week you are talking to the same person, you happen to meet that person, and if you say that, yeah, what was your name, we talked right last week, what was your name, I can't remember, it would be not good. The other person won't be feeling good. It would make you also portray as if you're careless and you were not interested. So remember the basic details, whatever the person shared, name, what that person did, I mean what that person do, or occupation, or maybe in past what jobs that person had done, if that person has shared, so those things remember, and where does the person live, those basic details remember it, and so the next time you don't come up and say, what was your name, what do you do, I just forgot, it would be good. So remember it. I hope that this video has given some value. Note down all the points and do revise it daily so that you remember next time if you are communicating with someone. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again in the next video.